What's up YouTube, Playmatter here, and this is my video building your own deck. And in this video I'm building my own Nekroz deck. So I've been taking my own advice, and I have watched so many first place deck profiles and so many people discussing their decks. I think that, yeah. Shout out to my friend, definitely Yugioh, who managed to pull 3 Bryonak in 3 boxes, so hence he has the Nekroz deck. Well done on that. And now that I've watched nearly 2 hours of Nekroz deck profiles and discussions, I feel confident in making my own build of the deck. So here it is. This is before I've had any testing. I've not even played the deck at all yet. I've literally not actually played this deck. So this is purely on theory and purely based on what I see the other decks playing, so that I can counter those, because obviously a lot of people will be copying those decks directly, and I need to be able to make sure that I can out to that. I only saw one deck profile that wasn't playing Djinn, so I decided to go quite heavy on the anti-Djinn lock cards. From the first place profiles I've seen, some of them aren't playing any Maxi or Veiler, some of them are playing one or the other, and I'm deciding that I'll just give 2 and 2 a go for now. I think well-timed hand traps are a really skillful thing to achieve in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm going to hope to and aim to achieve those things. I am playing 3 Manju, 3 Senju, because I want to make sure that I just don't break in this deck as much as I physically can, and as much as I can manage to. Maxi does help that, but Effect Veiler really stops me from getting trished, and and I guess that's if you do it against a Manju when they need to resolve a Manju, then that can be pretty huge as well. This deck is built to beat the mirror match. I'm expecting to see loads of mirror match, and then just side into the Cliffort match. I mean, Dark Hole and Regeki are already really good against Cliffort. I prefer removing their monsters to removing their scout. And obviously I don't want to go up against their Vanished Emptinesses, but I do have things like Dark Holes and Regekis to destroy their monsters, and Snatch Steel to steal their monsters when they do flip the Vanities up on me, and just kind of hope that I've got the cards to play my way out of that. If I lose game 1, I lose game 1, but I side in a heavy amount of things that'll just wreck Cliffort. And I have quite a lot to take out for them as well, so against Cliffort I wouldn't necessarily need any Maxi or Veiler, maybe take out the Eclipse and the Book of Moon, and then I've got quite a lot of space to put in my own side deck cards, Fire Hands, Ice Hands, MSTs. Although I do quite like Mind Crush against Cliffort, I don't think I'd actually bother bringing it in. I think I'll just literally keep this for the mirror match, and potentially for BA or rogue matchups that search a lot. So I don't know if I ever go against Mermail or if I go against Fire Fist, then they're there for those decks as well, and I know those decks very, very well. Before watching all these videos, I was really keen to play 3 Shrit, and I was like, well, why wouldn't you play 3 Shrit? It's such an amazing card. There was one deck that played 3 Clausulus, one that was playing 1, a couple that were playing 2, so I thought I'd play 2, and play the Rota so that I could choose between whether I want to, if I've already got a Ritual Spell but I need Shrit, then I can search for the Shrit, and if I haven't got a Ritual Spell but I have all the other stuff, then I can search for Clausulus. And I just thought that one Rota would give me the option, rather than having to run another one of these or another one of these, I could just, choose between the 2 with a Rota. And again, it thins that deck again. It's one more search, one more deck thinning card. I've decided not to play the Princess. I think that she's okay, but there's a lot of people who feel very meh about her in their discussions and videos, and it just looks like that card is the weakest in terms of, you don't want, it's never a card you really want to search, so you're gonna have to rely on drawing into it, and then if you draw into it, is it going to be a worse draw than a different card that you could have drawn, which would have been much better? I guess it's kind of got this whole Denko Sekka feel about it, and it stops you from being able to get your Trish Effect Veil and things like that. But for now, I really don't feel that I want to have Princess in the deck. That could change very quickly if I have loads of mirror matches and see how good it is, but yeah, no, definitely for now, I'm keeping Princess out of the deck. As for the other ratios, we've got 3 Bryonak, 3 Unicorn, playing all 3 Valkyrius, and then just 1 Trish, 1 Decisive Armor and 1 Gungnir. These things could change. I might go up to 2 of these, I might take this out altogether, and yeah, just kind of see how it goes in testing. I really like Book of Eclipse. It's like having 3 Book of Moon sometimes, depending on some of the uses for Book of Moon. Book of Moon's such a versatile card as well, and just being able to get things to resolve underneath Skill Drain and Effect Vader and things like that is really good for this deck. And obviously having outs to the Decision Lock as well. I was really tempted not to play the Decision Lock at all, but I just thought I might as well play it, and play it for a while, and then decide whether or not I want to keep it in the deck or not, just so that I know how to combat it and how to recognise it in what my opponent's doing and things like that. So yeah, again, 2 Dark Hole clears my own field from Trish, and then it allows me to use my spells to add them back and go crazy in the next turn and things like that. And then obviously Preparation of Rites. Every single deck's going to play 3 of those. Regeki, it's a really good card, and yeah, Snatch Steal. At the moment, my side deck is really in its early stages. You know, this will transform much more than any of the main deck will. You know, I could try over 40 other cards in this side deck, but for now I'm just going to give all this a go. I think I might bring in Denko Sekkers against some interesting matchups. Definitely bring it in against Burning Abyss, just to resolve the OTK and resolve Trish, and you know, just really kind of plow my way through their fields. And you know, I really do like Denko against Floodgates as well, and it stops people. You know, it's more of a deterrent. So if they see this game too, they're going to use their other cards like Shared Ride and stuff like that, and they're going to use it preemptively. So they're going to use stuff like Shared Ride in the standby phase, and I'm like, okay, fine. They're going to play less cards that they have to set to activate against me, and less Floodgates, so I can even take it out in the 3rd game. So yeah, being really mind gamey with Denko Sekkers. Fire Hand and Ice Hand. Maybe for the mirror, you know, because they do set a few cards, Book of Moon, Book of Eclipses, but also mostly against Cliffort, because then I can pop their Floodgates, I can pop, you know, it's really just, drawing any of these as a 1 card out to basically any Floodgate is great. The 3rd Maxi, just for Burning Abyss basically, might bring against the mirror, depends, you know, how crazy my opponent is. If they take the Maxi challenge game 1, then I'm probably going to bring in a 3rd because they're, you know, quite bad. 3 MST, 2 Twister, yeah, basically just Cliffort, and you know, Satal Knight and things like that. And we've already discussed Man Crush. The extra deck is you know, very standard. It's got all the stuff it needs, and I may or may not add more cards by taking out the Downard and the Gaia, but for now I've got Downard and Gaia in there for Snatch Steal players, so yeah, just to overlay over that monster that I steal with Snatch Steal and not start giving them life points and things like that. So yeah, I'm really excited to you know, start playing with this deck and take it online. I've already built up quite a high rating just because of playing this format already, and obviously this deck's just come out. So I'll get to play against some decent players straight away, hopefully. I hope you've enjoyed this video and kind of enjoyed really hearing my process and my kind of thoughts about it all and theory about it all. And obviously it could all go wrong and that could completely change everything. But yeah, for now, this is the deck. I'm going to give it a go. Be sure to check it out on my next video, which will be a video of my very first game with Nekroz. Till next time, guys, Playmatter signing out.